Welcome back, awesome H.A.C.K.S fans and subscribers. I have here a Marvel Legends builder figure, Crimson Dynamo. I picked up here in China, and I paid with delivery probably under £30. So pretty good. On eBay, I'm seeing this going for like 40, 50, even 60 quid. So I don't know what this is like, if it's good nick, I don't even know if it's second hand, but they've sent it all in the pieces. So let's crack this open and have a look. Now, I've got a couple of Marvel Legends, the 6-inch stuff. I've got Hercules. I think I reviewed him, he'll be in sister videos, and I've got the Kree Sentry, and again I'll stick him somewhere up here in sister videos. And I really like both of those, particularly the Kree Sentry. So I'm going to use. Well, I've done a couple of. You've seen the video that I've done. I put in with the Kree figures from the smaller 1/18 scale, and he looks really good because he's like towering over. But I'll use him for something else in the future for my sci-fi verse. So here I've got both legs. They are different. Made in China, and I'm there. Woohoo! These are what, the shoulder pads? So I guess those are optional. I hope it's complete. Looks like it is. Here is the body. That's a lot lighter than I thought. The legs feel heavier, but that's a good thing. It'll be easier to stand upright. The head, pretty cool. It's got some glue marks on the face. I'm not sure if that's how it's come. That could be a knockoff, I don't know. Or I think you can see that just to the side there. This piece is what? This is the back. Okay, that goes in the back. So, and then we have these two arms. Those arms look phenomenally good. So let's have a look at the pieces first. So I'll start with, let's go bottom up. So feet, nice and chunky. Very nice and chunky. Good bit of weight. And they are together definitely heavier than the body. So he should have no problem standing up. Not too top heavy. Articulation. There's a side to side. Can turn. There's a small up and down. Pretty cool. Double kneecap. And he will get just about 90 degrees before the sculpt gets in the way. That's good enough for a figure this big. And then obviously where it connects into the thighs here, that will be a swivel. And they look pretty good. I mean, this is like two colors, silver and brown. And then you've got a red and orange on the chest. The same orange on the visor, and these like clear green tube things. One's like sort of got this crack effect on his hands. Very simple but very effective. Next we come up will be the body. It feels quite, I want to say the word cheap, especially compared to the Kree Sentry. It just felt like it was screaming quality. This just feels a bit cheap, but it looks quite cool. So on the hips, obviously his legs will go out, and I'll do this with the legs on again in a short while. They don't go out that far at the moment. There'll be a thigh twist there. Forwards, we'll see how far he goes when he's got his leg on, but that's good without it. And backwards will go a little way, which is all right, but again we'll look again when I put the legs on. Waist, pretty good on the forwards. Great on the backwards. Decent side to side. And can turn. I should say trunk, not waist really. Neck. There is some neck articulation even without the head, which is pretty cool. That's pretty much it there. This part on the back, nothing, just a bit bendy plastic, and it will fit on like so. It does add quite a lot, like so. I like that, but I'll take it off for now. Shoulder parts, I think it's that way around they go on, is that right? Yeah, one like that and then one like that. It's sort of, you know, this is a This is a character from Dynasty in the 80s TV show with the huge shoulder pads. That looks pretty cool. Not sure if I'll use them with the shoulder pads or not. Arms, right arm. This is a fist arm. This is a beautiful sculpt. Very, very nice. Smack. And these sort of things here have a good effect to the clear plastic. He has single elbow joint, but he does get nearly 90 degrees. Shoulder moves a lot, but we'll have a look when I've put it together. And he has the bicep turn here. Wrist comes in and out and turns. Left hand. Oh, that's beautiful. But you know what? I'm looking at this and I'm thinking they could have made this with finger articulation on this one. In fact, I might do that. But what I would do is I would find another left hand, buy it, so I don't ruin it. And then I'd have a look at doing finger articulation. If the fingers came straight, it'd be a lot easier than if they're bent. It's quite rubbery. The right one's stiff, but this one where they got these sort of the finger splayed is a bit more rubbery. Okay, so again, he has forwards, backwards, and it swivels. Bicep is, it looks slightly further. You could make that more again if you want to shave down some of this part here, but I don't think there's a need for that. And he has the same bicep twist and the same shoulder. Okay, let's stick them together and have a look what his articulation is like. So that was quite easy to get his first leg on. And his second leg, he's going to be quite a big boy. Not just because he's a Marvel Legends, a bigger scale, but because he's a B.A.F anyway. Normally they are bigger, but already he's sort of towering. You know, there we go. It's me. He's towering up there. Let's do his head. Surprisingly easy to put his head on as well. And easy for his arms. This is a lot easier than I thought. Wow, this is really easy. So that's the basic figure without the other parts attached. So I'll look at his articulation without these other parts first. So head, forwards, backwards, side to side, and he can turn. Shoulders, he will get just about 180. Bicep, we said already, will be under 90, but looks pretty cool. Waist won't change. His legs will. Not as good as the Kree Sentry in terms of the articulation. Legs, he gets a little bit apart, not too far. Forwards, he still gets decent on the forwards. And backwards, not great. And I like the fact, even though they've got printed underneath it's made in China, Hasbro, that it's just done some pattern on the sculpting on underneath there. Okay, so let's get him back to where he should be. Let's put the other parts on. I like that. I think that's decent. I mean, they could have made that as a sculpted on piece, but I guess if you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess if you're collecting the 7 figures or 6 figures that make this, you'll have more parts available. But that does look good on. And then the shoulder pad pieces, which will limit his articulation to a degree. Is that the other way around? I think it's this way around. Actually, let's have a look. Okay. Oh, it doesn't actually affect his articulation, since his arms don't go that high anyway. So that's pretty good job by Hasbro, I have to say. And what can I say? Aesthetic, very, very good. I'm going to use him as a robot with my 118 scale stuff, but he looks amazing. Really nice. I will be painting him up in the future. Now, I saw one guy in one of the Acid Rain World groups on Facebook. He's painted his up and using it with his Acid Rain World. It looks really good. I will use them with my sci-fi verse, which I'm slowly collecting figures for. In about 30 years time I'll get around to customizing, painting and finishing it. I'll use him in that verse there, but he does look really good. He looks very, very nice. And he's sure to do some pretty good action poses. He's not as good as the Kree Sentry, which is a bit unfortunate, but the Kree Sentry was an excellent BAF. Even though a lot of people didn't like it, it was a superb BAF in terms of articulation. In fact, I just love the Kree Sentry BAF anyway. I mean, look at that. Easy to pose, heavier legs. Very nice. Okay, now I'm going to keep him in this pose. I'm going to compare him to some 1/18 scale. So let's have a look at Captain America first of all. He does look great compared to Captain America. Right, straighten him out now. So, compared to Captain America, a bit forwards. Captain America, he is approximately just under double the height. Captain America is just overwhelmed. He's falling over with envy or joy, who knows. So he's approximately double the height of Captain America. If I compare him to, let's take one of my H.A.C.K.S skull androids. These are awesome figures from the H.A.C.K.S eggs. Again, I'll stick these in suggested videos. These are, again, about the same size difference compared to Captain America and this Crimson Dynamo. Woo! Let's get his legs straight. There we go. Everyone wants to fall over. Yeah, he's going to look really, really good. And I just reviewed recently the Planet Green Valley mind controller, which controls robots. So maybe I'll use him with my Planet Green Valley. To give an idea of scale with the Planet Green Valley, which would be similar. Here's my headless security officer. And I've actually made a video of where to find the neck peg for these. But the neck pegs come with the spare heads anyway. But I'll put that video up there if it's ready. And you see they'll scale particularly well. Very, very nice. I like this a lot. This was a good buy. I now have to look out for another left arm to see if I can do something about, or even the left hand if I find that separately, see if I can do something about the articulation in the fingers. If the finger was straight, I would chop the fingers off at the knuckle, have a small normal joint at the knuckle. Then the fingers, what I would do is I would chop them again, and then put a split down the middle of each one. So when they go together, so when it's chopped, it's not like this. It's middle and across. So they'll match together. So they're like this. They match together like this. And then you put a pin in the middle, and you get a nice bit of articulation without having another joint in there. That's what I was thinking. But with the pre-posed bend, it's far more difficult to get a nice joint unless you use proper joints. So I think I could get, yeah, that could be done. If you go on eBay, you can buy sets of joints, Revoltech joints, but they're quite expensive. You get like a random mixed bag of like 50 joints for £12–13 or whatever. But it's pretty good. You know, you might have to get a couple of bags to get all the joints you want, but you can use them for customs in the future and whatnot. Or you can buy small joints on Taobao if you're in China. And some of the Joy Toy figures come with spare joints, but you really want to save them for your Joy Toy. Fantastic looking figure. I really like this a lot. I'm really happy I got him actually. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys. And I am signing out and I am saying, please like, share, and subscribe. Boing. And I'll be back to more Awesome Action Toy videos for you. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.